Welcome to our Star Wars Jedi Watch Along, guys. I'm your host, your nerdy host, Korean Jedi, Holy Jeebus, coming to you from Koreatown, California, with our first ever episode of the Sunday Jedi Watch Along. My friends and I usually play a session of the Fantasy Flight Games of Star Wars Tabletop RPG weekly for your viewing pleasure, but when it's not Sunday, sometimes we get together for a Star Wars Watch Along like this. Please subscribe to our channel, Sunday Jedi Adventures, and like and share our video if you are entertained by our antics and heroic RPG. Next, I would like to introduce you our stupendous reviewers. Starts off, Vic. I want to introduce to you guys Vic Vidor Lopez. Say hi, Vic.
Hey guys, ready to watch some little baby Yoda antics?
What are you expecting from this new season, Vic?
I have no idea. I've tried to not look at spoilers, but I've seen headlines, and it's like some are saying it's way more Star Wars, and that's a good thing. And some are saying like the less Star Wars it is, the better it is. So I really have no idea. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, should be good.
Yeah, I agree. So they're part of their budget. Rich is going crazy here. Well, with that being said, I wanted to introduce to you our Rich Nightwing Show. Say hi, Rich.
Hello. Happy Halloween. Got my costume on.
Yeah, it's awesome. Oh yeah, that's right. It is Halloween. And
I got my mask.
Yeah.
Oh, boo.
Snap filter.
I'm actually.
And then I wanted to introduce you, the person that had his wife step in, Ton Win Sanity Win.
What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? I'm a Ewok from Planet Earth.
It's awesome. It's a very cute Ewok costume. And last but not least, we have a Gary Armored Assault Tank. Freedom! What's up, Gary?
How's it going, everybody? Happy early Halloween.
Alright. What are you expecting from this watch along, Gary? From this new season?
Hopefully a good show that's up to the standards of the first season and better than the recent movies.
Oh man. Okay. Now we're gonna get a lot of comments for that.
Did you guys see the what Kanye said on Joe Rogan, that the prequels are better than the movies?
A lot of people are saying that, actually.
I agree, man.
Oh my God.
I would say, hot take, the prequels have a much better story flow than the new sequels do. But definitely, in terms of dialogue, I think that the new one's a little better. But the story definitely was better in the prequels.
Yeah, that was his main point, was that like the story was way better. Like the new ones, there was nothing to relate to.
Yeah. We should do a video on that one day. But you guys came here for a watch along. We're gonna watch the show together, and we're gonna react it as we watch and start the show together as our group goes. And then at the end of it, we're gonna give you some of our thoughts, going around reviewing it and telling you what we thought about the. Let me take this off. Maybe you guys can't hear me well. But we're gonna take some moments and react and give our views and reviews. And we might even go into some spoilers. So just want to give you guys a heads up. There are spoilers in this review, viewers. So whenever you guys are ready, we'll start the video. Should we count down? Vic? 3, 2, 1, 0. Previously on Mandalorian. I always forget Baby Yoda is 50 years old.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just because, you know, he looks like a baby. That was pretty badass. This is the way. Oh man, he has that rocket launcher.
This is the way.
I wonder if they sell that dark saber.
They probably do.
I want one. Should we make the dark saber an attainable item in the RPG?
It's just a lightsaber.
Yeah.
They
But
actually
what?
have the shape. You can make it shaped like that, like a flatter, broader blade.
Here we go. I'm loving the set design. Looks like LA.
Yeah, you would never see this in the original Star Wars.
How many episodes are you guys watching today?
We'll see how it goes.
How many are out? Are they all out?
No,
Oh,
they're releasing
weekly.
weekly.
they're slow releasing?
Oh yeah, they definitely spent more money in this season. Oh. Damn. Oh. Get him.
Looting.
Oh, are they talking about Boba Fett? Is he alive?
Probably.
What?
They never confirmed that he died.
That's true. Oh man, that guy's so dead. What creatures are those? I've never seen that. They're not Jawas.
I always feel like when they show Tatooine, they should show the suns.
Yeah. Oh, it was a pod racer.
I've been quested to bring this one back to its kind.
Oh, I can't help you there. I've never seen anything like it. And trust me, I've seen all shapes and sizes in this town.
Can I help you? I'm looking for a Mandalorian. Well, we don't get many visitors in these parts. Can you describe him? Someone who looks like me. You mean a Marshall? You're a stranger? I've been searching for you for many process. Well, anytime. Two summers last year.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like Boba Fett.
Maybe he just found his armor or something.
Yeah, probably.
Their stories. They killed me. They're none too happy to see me wearing this underwear. So I figured only one of us smoking out of here. But then I see the little guy.
Oh man, this is so cool. It's like a western.
He bought his armor off of eBay.
Uh-oh, man. Bye-bye. That's what it looks like, the engine for a pod racer, right? You just made it into a bike.
Yeah, exactly.
Jawas. Is he gonna use a rocket launcher on them?
Sick.
Nice.
Yeah. That was
That extreme range blaster rifle.
It looks like it.
The baby.
Aww. Just like Coco. Just needing a little love, you know? I think it's the first time I've ever seen Tusken Raiders hold a conversation with anybody. It's pretty interesting.
They're always getting used for plot devices. It's messed up.
Do you guys think that the real Mandalorian is still alive, or was it the costume that they were alluding to?
I assume he was dead, and they just took it off the dead body, but who knows?
I assume they're just saving him for another story.
Say no to drugs.
Those banthas don't look like CG. They look like actually made. That's pretty good. Oh, plan failed. Not what they wanted. They are not going to like that idea. Volunteering the village.
He's the marshal. He can rally the militia.
He does a coercion check. Did Tauntaun just leave?
Must have.
I didn't mean to say Tauntaun, by the way. It just kind of slipped.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Hey guys, sorry, I gotta go. There's a last minute request.
Uh-oh. It's like Resident Evil 4.
The rocket.
Oh yeah, they have that too. Oh man, it's so big. I didn't know Sarlacc can do that too. What? They spit acid? It doesn't look like they killed it. I think Gary's sleeping. Must have been a pretty tiring day for you, Gary. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Both of them using their rocket. Oh, I see what they're gonna do. You're right, Vic. He was gonna use that thing. Oh man. And I think still not dead. Oh, he didn't detonate it. Okay. Wow. Mando is the man. It's a lot of stakes. Oh, what is that?
Giant pearl.
It's that Mandalorian score. I don't know if you guys know about Chris Fogel, the guy that composed Creed, composed this. The music's very similar. But who's that?
Well
Is
done.
that Boba Fett? Oh, dude, I think that's Boba Fett. Oh, man, he's alive. Oh, wow. Okay. That's pretty good.
So apparently the pearl that was taken out can be used in a lightsaber.
Really?
Oh wow.
Yeah,
So, like, the lightsaber hilt or the actual blade?
in the actual blade, Revan was famous for having an enormous one, apparently.
Oh, I did not know that.
Interesting. That's pretty cool.
That is. The Tusken Raiders have it. It's not like he took it with him.
Yeah, because they said they wanted the carcass, the corpse or whatever. But
Yeah.
They I guess he thought it was for the steak, but they actually wanted the pearl.
It's
Yeah.
a sign of bravery for Tusken Raiders, it says online. And Han Solo used a small one to pay his way into the Sabacc game where he won the Millennium Falcon.
Or he won it from Lando?
No, he used a Crate Dragon Pearl, a small one, to buy his way into the game where he won the ship.
Oh, okay.
That was his min bet.
In the like far future, in Legends, there's a Sith Lord named Darth Krayt, and actually, in the one of the newer Legends series, Luke had like a Force vision of him, and they'd like teamed up future Darth Krayt and present Luke to defeat this like evil Force entity.
Really?
Yeah, it was. I don't know if you ever saw in the Clone Wars where Anakin went to this like realm with Obi-Wan and Ahsoka, and there was like these Force beings, and it was like the father, the daughter, and the son.
Yeah.
So it's this other Force entity was like someone who went and like spent time with them and like became the mother basically, and then she went into the pool, and it's like a Force, like a manifestation of the Force, and so
Okay.
she got like super strong, and eventually they had to lock her up. And so one of the previous series, there was like a super weapon that basically woke her up and let her out. And so like actually Luke teamed up with this like lost tribe of Sith. And then also, and so they went to hunt her. And then when they finally got in, it was just like him and his son, Ben, and what this girl from the tribe. And so, but I think Luke and the Sith from the future was like the only ones in that scene where they like teamed up and fought her.
Okay, cool.
Actually, one of Skywalker's like descendants eventually defeats Darth Krayt.
What book was that from?
It's actually a graphic novel. I don't remember
okay.
what it's called, but yeah, if you just look up Darth Krayt, you can find it.
Darth Krayt?
Yeah, just like the dragon.
C-R-A-T-E? Okay.
K-A-R-A-Y-T.
K-R-A-Y-T, okay. Well, why don't we start off with Vitor Lopez. What'd you think about the first episode of Mandalorian Season 2?
I thought it was great. I was like, oh man, when we saw that like graffiti in the when he first got there, I was like, this is gonna be super Disney. Like, I hope it's not way too unlike Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it a lot. It was a lot of like nostalgia too, because
Yeah. What about you, Gary? What stood out for you?
I loved when Mando was staring, but it looked like they were going to get into a classic Western gunslinger battle, and I just loved that. It was very Clint Eastwood-esque.
And I believe that was Kenny Oliphant, the actor. Oh, Timothy Oliphant. Sorry, Timothy Oliphant. He's also in the series Justified. He's a pretty well-known actor.
Yeah, he was in The Magicians sci-fi series based on a fantasy series. Sci-fi
I didn't know
channel. Yeah. I think he was in the last season. He was just like some temporary villain that they eventually teamed up with.
Oh, okay. And he was also in Live Free and Die Hard. He was the villain that was trying to kill Bruce Willis in that movie.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I think he was in Once Upon a Time, that ABC show.
Was he? I don't remember about that. I watched that show too.
Wasn't he Robin Hood?
Was that in like a later season?
I don't remember.
I think I watched the first 4 seasons and stopped, but I don't remember him being Robin.
Yeah, I don't remember how many seasons there were. I didn't finish it, but
Okay.
I think that was him.
What else, Gary? Anything else that stand out to you?
I just thought it was cool. I enjoyed it. It was a good episode, and you mentioned before that towards the beginning of the episode that it looked like they spent a lot more money on the season, and you can definitely tell.
Yeah,
This show got a ton of money.
Yeah. I agree.
So it's gonna be good. I'm excited to see what they do with it, and I'm excited to see more good Star Wars.
I agree. They've been killing it with the Mandalorian season.
Oh yeah, it's been well done from the beginning.
Yeah, I like the Tusken Raiders too. Like, it's always fun to see them, even though like I do think that like they only use them for a plot device. Like, none of them can be a main character, which and so it sort of reminds me of like because of everything that's going on, it's like sort of racist that they're just like these plot devices and they don't actually give them a role in a series or something.
Yeah,
like, there could be a character that's a Tusken Raider.
They're kind of like the Native Americans, and that town was like, the white people or the group of cowboys that was trying to kill wipe the Indians out.
You're right. Maybe they're just using them as an analogy, and
Yeah,
I guess so.
yeah, definitely. There was some racism there. There was some tension when they were trying to get ready to go fight the Sarlacc. I didn't know Sarlacc spit acid, by the way. Did you guys know that? That was new to me.
Do they? So that's the Krayt Dragon's not a Sarlacc. The
it's
Krayt
not.
Dragon ate the Sarlacc.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Thought
that
it was
wasn't
going to be
a.
a Sarlacc at first too, and then they said like Crate Dragon. I was like, holy.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever seen a crate dragon in any of the movies or the shows.
No, it tends to be just a Legends
Oh,
monster
okay.
or creature.
Okay. It was pretty cool design though. They were there. It was pretty fierce.
Oh yeah, I would not want to come against that thing.
A couple things for me. I love the fact when Mandalorian went first into the Mos Pelgos, the town, and he looked around, and it looked like there was like a saloon there, and then there was like the townspeople just looking at him, who was a stranger. He was kind of like the Pale Rider just walking into town on a horse.
Slinger.
Yeah. It was pretty cool. That was awesome. I love the Western tones. Timothy Oliphant was awesome. Like I said, he's in the show Justified. He's great in there. Viewers, if you guys never watched that show, I also recommend that show. He's great in that. So I really thought he played well off of I can't remember Mando's name all of a sudden. What's the real actor's name again? Oh man, why can't I remember?
Too.
He was in Game of Thrones. He's in.
Yeah, we saw so much news from him too.
And he left the show too, right? That sucks.
No, he's still there. I think. I think they were like talking about he's going to leave, and then he came back, or he never left, and then like he's only going to do the voice.
Oh, okay. Well, he was only the voice anyway. Yeah, it's Pedro Pascal. I just thought they played well off of each other, and there was like tension. It's kind of like the superheroes when they first meet in battle. Like you'll see like Spider-Man meet Daredevil for the first time they fight, and then later on there's a common threat they have to ally themselves. And I thought it was really cool. It's like two superheroes meeting, and that's the Crate Dragon. I think, like you said, they spent a lot more money on it. The VFX on that was awesome, or the special effects on that too. I really love the banthas too, how they looked. They looked very like you could touch them, like they looked palpable. And that part where I don't know if you guys remember when they walked in, the Tusken Raiders, they walked in they rode in with the banthas into town. They looked like they were kind of like walking like riding on elephants, and they just had that music, boom, 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 boom. It was really cool. Like they looked really menacing, and you could see why the townspeople kind of like had a fear and distrust of them because they're so different than the townspeople. You know, they don't ride speeders; they ride these big, huge banthas, and they carry guns, and they're all bandaged up. So I thought that was really cool. The direction was really good, I thought.
Yeah, and then it's like super dramatic because they never seen them like not raiding.
Yeah,
them just like walking calmly in, like I bet it was like super dramatic for them.
Yeah, and if I saw a group like a gang of like banthas just walk in with this like like the Tusken Raiders, I would lose my mind. You know, I wouldn't know what to do. Like I'd be scared. But so that you could feel that the townspeople were scared too. They're just like this tension there, and I really like that. And then when they teamed up to fight the Crate Dragon, I just really liked that too. It was remember in the morning, Gary, we talked about how Spider-Man 3, Green Goblin teamed up with Spider-Man to fight the Sandman. It kind of reminded me of that. They got together and they took on the Crate Dragon. It was really cool.
Yeah, they had to come together, just like these guys.
Yeah.
It's cool too that they didn't just like reuse Sandstorm and they actually made it a Crate Dragon.
Yeah. Oh, and we can't ignore the reveal of Boba Fett. He's alive.
Yeah.
What the heck? That's crazy. And so, I mean, they're all clones of Jango Fett, so they're all gonna look like him, right? I guess so. He's supposed to be Jango Fett's clone, like the special one that he made in Attack of the Clones, and so I just thought that was, and I forgot for a sec. Of course, he would look like Jango Fett. I mean, just an older version of him.
Yeah.
But man, he's alive.
Yeah.
So you think he's gonna get his armor back?
It's crazy. What to do with that?
Yeah, man. Oh man, the show's got me.
I could see him getting his armor back, but then dying at the end of the season.
Oh yeah.
That seems like something they would do.
Yeah.
And then maybe they team up together for the last fight against Moff Gideon, like how Timothy Oliphant's character did with this guy, and they fight him, and then they go down like a blaze of glory. You know?
Yeah.
I can see that happen.
They'll kill each other at the same time. Then Mando gets the sword,
Yeah.
the dark blade, and then talk to UG before I expect it to get destroyed by the end of next season.
Yeah.
I think he'd return it to Mandalore.
I think he would try, but it would be stolen or destroyed just because it seems like that's the kind of thing that would happen in a Western. Works tirelessly to get the big weapon, fights for his life, for his culture, and then at the last second, it's taken away from him.
Yeah, I'd like to see them be more ambitious and do something like keep Boba Fett alive, and then do something different with the story that we haven't seen before.
Yeah, than just the classic Western. That would be great, but I don't think that's what they'll do.
I
Unfortunately,
could see him mentoring Mando too. Mandalorian has an actual real name too. It's Jar Dunin. Man, I forgot his name, but he had a real name too.
I wanted to say the Marshall's speeder, the single pod racer engine.
Yes,
that was really cool. And I love the speeder scenes in general. They're just like cool to just watch.
Sorry, the Mandalorian's real name is Din Djarin. I forgot. Yeah. But I could see Din Djarin and Boba Fett teaming up, and maybe Boba Fett mentoring him too, like Karate Kid style, like how the new Cobra Kai show is.
I saw one of the headlines was like, "There's an Anakin Easter egg."
Oh, okay.
I don't know how that makes sense.
Yeah, because he's dead at this point.
Well, yeah.
This is after Return of the Jedi. This is after Return of the Jedi and before Force Awakens, right? The timeline.
After, yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys, this was fun, but I gotta go have dinner.
Before you go, Gary, what would you rate this out of 10 if you had to give it a score?
I liked it a lot. I don't think it was a perfect episode. I'm not the biggest fan of the classic Western pacing. It was still good, so I'd say like an 8.5. But
okay, that's pretty high, dude.
Yeah, no, it was a really good episode. I just wasn't a fan of the pacing. Good storytelling, good setup for the rest of the season. Dropped some interesting tidbits, and I enjoyed it. Just was a little slow for me, but it's a Western theme, so that's kind of par for the course.
Yeah. Gary, before you go, where can the viewers find you?
On Instagram at FridelG98.
Okay, sounds good. All right, Gary, have a good time with dinner.
All right, talk to you guys later.
Vic,
Bye.
I need to know what your score is. What's your score for this show? I mean, the first episode of Mandalorian season 2.
I think it's a solid 8. I mean, even though there's no, I'm glad actually there's no Baby Yoda force power. They shouldn't abuse that. It's so sort of weird, right? Because there's some plot things that I don't like continuity, basically. Like the Force is like something. It's like a religion almost, right? But out of nowhere, like when he first lands, the lady with the droid, she's like, "Thank the Force."
Oh yeah,
Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
And so like, at sometimes they make it seem like nobody believes the Force is the thing, and it's just like some old religion. And at other times, it's like really commonplace that people talk about it or use at least use the phrases like "May the Force be with you" or "Thank the Force." But yeah, I mean, it's always fun to see like just like the Western style is really good for this show because they don't have to bring in Force users, so it's like perfect. They just focus on the action and like the drama, I agree with what Gary said, but at the same time, I think it adds to like a lot to the tension.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
and it fits a lot of the sets, right? Like the deserts, a lot of the planets are deserts. Even like the more inhabited planets, they're not really like lush with greenery or anything.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I would give it an 8 out of 10. It's definitely a great start. I love the Western aesthetic. It really feels like a Clint Eastwood type of movie, like the Man with No Name series. And I really like the direction of this one. And it really I didn't expect them to have to fight a big monster. I thought the Mandalorian Jin Djarin was gonna fight Timothy Oliphant's character, the other Marshal, and I thought that was gonna be the story. But they really took me and just took me for a ride when they had to fight the Crate Dragon with the Tusken Raiders too. I didn't expect that to happen, teaming up with them. So that was pretty cool. I think it's not typical Star Wars, so I like it. So it's more like a Western Star Wars, which is pretty awesome. I liked it a lot. So I'm excited for the next episode too.
Yeah, I like that they're expanding the lore for people that are not familiar with like Legends.
Yeah, I agree. It's making the universe a lot bigger. I have one of the criticisms of Star Wars is they always shrink the universe. You know, they like all of a sudden you find like spoilers, like Luke Skywalker just happens to find Palpatine's granddaughter. So it's just, what's the chances of that happening in a galaxy? They just keep making the universe smaller, but this show I feel is like making that, it makes you feel like there's more in the galaxy than just the Force and the Rebel Alliance and the Imperials, and so it's really good. But yeah, Vito, where can they find you? Where can the people find you?
Yeah, they can find me at on Instagram. My handle is IamVitor, and if you want to see me on Twitter, just add a 1 to the end of that. But I'm gonna start a YouTube channel soon for streaming like video games and stuff, and that's also gonna be IamVitor. Awesome.
Yeah, guys, why don't you? As soon as he makes that, you should subscribe to that if you're also subscribed to this channel. But you can find me on Twitter at HolyJebus. That's HolyJiebus. And it was fun. And I can't wait to see you guys again for next week. And also check us out for our Star Wars weekly Jedi RPGs, where me, your de facto game master, plays along with 6 other PCs and gives you guys a story that you guys can enjoy. But I hope you guys are well, and may the Force be with you. Bye-bye.